Tariffs just took the world by surprise, and if you don't make the right choices today, you'll be left with nothing. What's happening in the investment world? A lot. New tariffs are shaking things up. Policies are changing. It's a whole new ballgame. And some ETFs are adapting, while others, well, they're not. Today, we're diving deep into one ETF that's making some very interesting moves, SCHD, the Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF. Many call it a dividend powerhouse. But is it really? We'll break down its 2025 changes. We'll see how it's trying to navigate this new world. Specifically, we'll focus on how these changes might make it more resilient to tariffs. So let's get started. Chapter 1. Understanding SCHD. Okay, so what is SCHD? Simply put, it's an ETF, an exchange-traded fund, and SCHD follows a specific index. It tracks the Dow Jones US Dividend 100 Index. Now, this index is key. It's not just any collection of stocks. SCHD is all about quality. It focuses on companies that pay solid, sustainable dividends. Think of it like this. SCHD wants the reliable dividend payers, not the risky ones. So how does it pick these companies? Well, they have rules, strict rules. They look at things like cash flow. They check the company's debt. They want to see a good return on equity. Of course, they look at dividend yield. But also, how much has that dividend grown? They check the dividend history. They want companies with a long track record, 10 years in fact. And they want strong fundamentals, plus a decent market cap. All this ensures dividend sustainability. Now, SCHD isn't static. It changes. It reconstitutes. This happens around late March each year. Reconstitution means updating the fund's holdings. They review the index. They remove some stocks, they add others, or they adjust the amounts they hold. This keeps the ETF aligned with its goals. It ensures it still holds those quality dividend stocks. Finally, two important numbers. First, the expense ratio. It's super low, 0.06%. That is cheap. Second, the yield. As of April 2025, it's around 3.74%. That means you get a decent return just from the dividends. Chapter 2. The 2025 Reconstitution. Key changes. Now, let's talk about 2025. This year, SCHD's reconstitution brought some big changes. It wasn't just a minor tweak. We're talking about a real shift in strategy. One of the biggest changes, SCHD decreased its exposure to the financial sector. Yes, you heard that right. It's holding fewer financial stocks than before. At the same time, SCHD increased its holdings in the energy sector significantly. It also increased its exposure to consumer staples. So, more energy, more consumer staples, and less financials. Why this change? Well, there are a few reasons. First, tariffs. New tariff policies are impacting the economy. These changes in SCHD seem to align with those policies. For example, tariffs can make domestic consumer giants more attractive. Second, the economy itself is changing. We're seeing some shifts. For example, unemployment is creeping up. It's around 4.1% now. When unemployment rises, some sectors tend to do better than others. These are often called defensive sectors. Consumer staples, for instance. People still need to buy food even if the economy is struggling. Third, there's AI, artificial intelligence. It's growing rapidly, and AI needs a lot of energy. This increased demand for energy is making energy companies more important. So, SCHD is increasing its exposure there. Another thing to note, SCHD has a new rule, a minimum yield rule. It's now 2.4%. This could change the kinds of companies SCHD holds. Finally, let's remember what SCHD doesn't hold. It doesn't hold the Magnificent Seven tech stocks, companies like Apple, Microsoft, and so on. These are some of the biggest companies in the market, but SCHD's focus is different. Chapter 3: SCHD's Resilience to Tariffs. So, how does SCHD handle tariffs? Well, it's built for this. It has resilience. First, look at its sector mix. It's diversified. It's got financials, sure, but also healthcare and consumer staples, plus energy and industrials. Its exposure to tech is relatively low. This mix is key. It's not putting all its eggs in one basket. This balance helps it to navigate economic uncertainties, including those caused by tariffs. Think about it. Different sectors react differently to tariffs. Some get hit hard, others not so much. For example, sectors like technology and consumer discretionary often face significant challenges when tariffs increase, as these sectors rely heavily on international trade and can see increased costs or reduced demand. By being diversified, SCHD can weather the storm. It's not putting all its eggs in one basket. Now, let's compare it to other ETFs. Take JEPQ, for example. JEPQ is heavily invested in tech. So when tariffs hit tech, JEPQ feels it. SCHD, with its lower tech exposure, is more protected. In fact, when tariffs were announced, SCHD only dropped about 3.13%. That's a key point. This demonstrates SCHD's ability to maintain stability in the face of tariff-related market volatility. We can also compare it to VYM. Both are dividend ETFs, but their holdings are different. VYM also seeks companies that have a history of above-average dividend yields, but it spreads its investments across various sectors. While VYM offers diversification, SCHD's specific stock selection criteria, which emphasizes financial health and sustainable dividends, contribute to its resilience in tariff situations. When those tariff announcements came, SCHD held up relatively well. It didn't plummet like some other funds. This shows its resilience. It focuses on companies with strong fundamentals, and a history of consistent dividend payments makes it less susceptible to the immediate shocks of tariff escalations. Another thing to consider is volatility. SCHD has a beta of 0.78. Beta measures how much an ETF's price moves compared to the market. A beta of 0.78 means SCHD is less volatile than the market. If the market goes down by 1%, SCHD might only go down by 0.78%. This lower volatility is a good thing, especially during uncertain times like tariff disputes. It means less dramatic price swings. This indicates that SCHD is designed to offer more stability, which can be particularly reassuring for investors during periods of trade tensions and economic uncertainty. Chapter 4: Analysis of Long-Term Performance and Future Outlook. Let's look at the long-term picture. How has SCHD performed over time? Well, historically, it's been strong. For example, it has delivered around 11% annually over the past decade. That's pretty good, right? Even more recently, over the last 3 years, it has still managed about 7% per year. And here's another key point. SCHD tends to do well even when the market drops. It has a history of outperforming the S&P 500 in those tough bear markets. So it offers some protection when things get rough. Now, what about the future? What could happen? Well, if energy stocks do well, and if tariffs actually help domestic sales, we could see some really strong returns. We're talking maybe 12% to 15% total returns. That's the optimistic view. Of course, there are risks too. A global trade war, for instance, could hurt valuations. It could impact SCHD's top holdings. So we need to be aware of that possibility. But let's not forget dividends. SCHD has a solid track record. It has increased its dividends every year for the past 12 years. And the growth rate? As of 2024, it was over 12%. That's significant. You're getting that income, and it's growing. Finally, what are the experts saying? Well, some analysts are predicting good things. I've seen some estimates, like a potential 14% return. But, we should always take those with a grain of salt. It's just one opinion. So, to sum it up, SCHD has shown solid long-term performance. It has the potential for strong future returns, especially if certain things happen. But there are also risks to consider. And importantly, it provides a reliable and growing stream of dividend income. Chapter 5. Conclusion. So, where does this leave us? SCHD has made some significant changes. Its 2025 reconstitution is a clear attempt to adapt. It's positioning itself for a world with new tariffs and evolving economic conditions. The focus is on sector shifts, and it's still emphasizing dividend quality. That's it for this video. As always, remember, this is not financial advice. This is just an analysis. You need to do your own homework, research, consider your own financial situation. What do you think of SCHD's moves? Are they smart? Will they pay off? I'm curious to see your thoughts. Drop a comment below.